Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today I know that the title said something about Hobby Lobby clearance, but there is Hobby Lobby clearance in this, but I didn't purchase it and didn't find any at the store, so just be prepared for that. It was a little bit of clickbait to get people to click on the video. I do apologize. I am going to show you Hobby Lobby clearance yarn in just a moment though. This is a Happy Mail video, and I know if you don't like it you can turn it off and be mad at me and say you swindled me, Cinnamon Stitches! I didn't swindle nobody. I tricked you to click on the video, okay? I did. Hobby Lobby clearance is coming. I didn't buy it. Alright, so this is Happy Mail. This first thing is from Kathy in, I think, Pennsylvania. The box is in the other room. She said that she sent me a note, and actually I thought there was a second card inside the box, which I can't find, because I swear I read a note from her and I can't find it. And then I opened up the envelope that was on the outside of the box. So maybe I'm imagining it. I just don't know. I don't know. She said she knows I love Frankie / Frankenstein. I actually went and picked this up, I think the day before Halloween. So I had exactly one day to display this before Halloween was over. And can I tell you, Mr. Cinnamon already decorated the front yard for Christmas, which is strange. And even the neighbor was like coming over. She's all, Chris, the old lady next door that I don't really care for, Chris. And he's all, yeah. She's all, you getting an early start? And then she started talking about how so many people turned down the street to see our decorations. And I don't know if she was complaining about it, because it kind of sounded like she was griping that so many people turned down our street. She doesn't even, like, her street, her house faces another street. We're technically next door neighbors, but like she's on the corner facing this way and we're facing this way. So many people turn to see your decoration. Well, they can keep on coming because Christmas is up already. We only have the things in the front yard, like the blow up things though. We haven't done lights or anything like that yet, because the lights are really time consuming because we like outline the whole bottom of the house. But yeah, so with that, she said she used to sell, what is this called? Home interiors, which my mom used to buy home interiors when she could afford it. I think she did a home interiors party one time. I may be wrong about that, but isn't he cute? He's a little tea light guy, and inside is a little, maybe he holds votive's candle. That's a votive candle holder is inside of him. But I don't do live candles very often in my house. I would probably put like a battery operated, or I would put like actual, and she did say Christmas lights can go in here, like little string lights. So I would probably just put lights in him next year. Because like I said, he was only able to be out for one day before Halloween was over. And I'm going to cut these tags off. Yeah, she said that this used to be part of their line when she sold home interior products. And she said he's been hanging around her house for a while. She sold home interiors for 20 years. Did I say this was from Kathy? I think I did. Anyway, thank you so much, Kathy. She also sent me a magnet of when she used to sell baskets. Longaburger. I have never heard of that. Never heard of that. So, thank you so much, Kathy. He's really cute. He's going to go with the rest of my Frankenstein stuff. He is absolutely adorable. Click that open, put that back. Actually, I should put the bubble wrap. That's not bubble wrap. It'll be fine. I will wrap that with the paper that came in the package with that. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you for thinking of me when you had the Frankenstein stuff and you're like, hey, Cinnamon Stitches will love that. And then the next package that I got came in this Michael's bag. And it's all Hobby Lobby yarn. And this is from, I also don't have the box for this anymore, so I don't remember where she's actually from. This is from Trina. She said she's cleaned out her yarn stash and thought I might like the neon wool yarn. And I actually really like this yarn. I like the way it feels. She sent me this very pretty card. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like a mourning dove. Maybe it's a bluebird. Doesn't matter, it's pretty. Alright, so like I said, Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. I really like this bag too. I didn't pick this up until after trick-or-treating, but had I picked it up before trick-or-treating, this would have been a trick-or-treating bag, no doubt, because it's a really nice bag. So there's a lot of this. I was able to score some of the hand-dyed yarn from the Hobby Lobby clearance 2 or 3 years ago, and I have a small handful of it, but it's the really, really thin yarn, and it's the fingering weight, and it's okay. Some of it's pretty, but I don't know what to do with it. I've already caked some of it up because I'm looking at it right now. I think I caked it up with the intention of making something with it, and I just cannot figure out what to make with the yarn. So the reason I'm so excited about this is because this is the stuff I couldn't find. This is actually a 3-weight, which is my favorite. I think that DK weight is my favorite to work with because it's lightweight, it's thin enough that it gives you a light fabric without being too thin, so it's not a pain to work with, but it's also not heavy so that I can wear it where I live because I'm hot all the time. So I really, really like working with DK weight. It's one of my favorites. I work with worsted weight most often, but I love DK weight. It's my favorite, and these are DK weight. And there's the color, so this is authentic, hand-dyed vivid. And this is the color bright turquoise, regularly $14.99. She paid $3.74 for it. And it is 100% superwash merino wool. It's a lightweight number 3, which is DK weight. It is 215 yards per hank. So there's, what did I say this was? Bright turquoise. We got 3 of those. This one's darker. This must be a different dye lot. How much darker that is. And all 3 of them look slightly different. This one looks a little more green. So there's 3 of those. There is the color lime. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of these. There's 3. This one's so pretty. And the color L is for lemon. See the difference. And then I think I have this in a different yarn. So this is neon watermelon. I think I have neon watermelon in a skein. But it was a thin yarn. But I feel like it was the same color. And so, are these all neon watermelon? Neon watermelon. Yeah. 4 in the neon watermelon. These are so pretty. So these are pink and orange. So, pink and orange, yellow, lime green, and turquoise. Is that not beautiful? So stinking pretty. I was so excited when I saw this. I was like, what? Because I couldn't get these. I know for a fact. I need to look. I remember getting something called neon watermelon. And it was in a small skein. And it was fingering weight. And it came in these same colors. So it was, I have a neon watermelon and I have one that is blue this color. And I have no idea where it could possibly be at or which bucket. But it was fingering weight. I didn't know they even made these colors. I mean, I did because I saw them in other people's videos. I have never seen them in store because my Hobby Lobby has never had a whole lot of the hanks. Like 3-4 years ago they had a bunch of hanks and then they were not selling because they were expensive. And at that time they were only $11.99, not $14.99 like these are. And I was like, okay, $11.99 for superwash wool is a really good price. Why are people not buying these? And I think it's because the people that shop at Hobby Lobby tend to work with acrylics. I mean, that's what Hobby Lobby is known for, is their acrylic line. Their I Love This Yarn line, or their what is the Baby Bee line. Those are massively acrylic yarns. So when they brought the hanks on, people were like, what am I going to do with that? Now I have to buy extra things to turn this into a cake to be able to crochet or knit from it. And just people were not. Not a whole lot of people were buying them. That's why so many of these clearanced out, because the people that shop at Hobby Lobby are mostly acrylic people or blanket yarn people or something like that. And so they started off with a big selection, and then they clearanced more off than they actually sold at full price. And then the section got smaller and smaller. And right now at my Hobby Lobby, last I checked a couple weeks ago, they had 4 of a fingering weight hank, and that was it. 4 different colors in 4 different cubes, and that was it. And it wasn't even multiples. They had 4 hanks in 4 different colors. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? But these, I have enough here to make probably a blanket. I would love to make a sweater out of these colors together. I just think that would be beautiful. So I have, what did I say, 4 of the pink and 3 of the blue. How many yards is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I could totally make a sweater out of this. A short sleeve sweater. But I mean, even if I mixed in some yellow, which I would not, the green mixed with those is not my favorite, but the green by themselves or mixed with like a darker green would be pretty. But I think these 3 together would be gorgeous in a sweater, right? That's what I'm thinking. So when I find the time, or I grow an extra pair of hands, those are going to become something that I can wear, because I think that is just so beautiful. A lot of times I look at something, I was like, oh, that would be a beautiful shawl. But the problem is I don't wear shawls. And I want to wear those colors because those are so gorgeous. Thank you so much, Trina, for sending me these. Thank everyone. Woo, that almost fell. Anybody that sends me Happy Mail or thinks to send me Happy Mail, that means so much to me. You don't have to send me Happy Mail. I am fully capable of buying my own things, but I know that you legitimately are like thinking, oh, I really like spending time with Cinnamon Stitches. She's my friend. I want to do something nice for her. And I see and feel that, and I just really appreciate anytime you guys send me anything. And that's why I will always continue to make Happy Mail videos. I don't take it lightly that you guys send me Happy Mail. And it's the reason I keep my P.O. box open, because my P.O. box is expensive. It's several $100s a year just to keep it open. And my P.O. box is this big. Like, nothing fits in it. And I keep it open so that you guys always have a way to feel like you can keep connected with me, even if it's just a postcard. I like getting postcards. I don't even care about that. Like, I don't care about how big the present is, how expensive the present is. I just like getting cards. And I especially love at Christmas time getting Christmas cards, because when I was a little girl, this is not me begging for Christmas cards, this is me just sharing a story. When I was a little girl, my mom made out probably 200 Christmas cards a year to people I've never met. And I was like, why are you spending so much time making out Christmas cards to all these strangers? It's people she knew in a past time, and it's people that my dad once went to work with. And like, she makes out all these Christmas cards. She did. I mean, my mom's been gone a long time. And we would always get so many Christmas cards back. She would hang them on the back of the front door, and then on the surrounding area around the front door. And there would just be, and we loved, as little kids, going and opening and flipping and seeing all the names of the people. We had no idea who these people were. We never met them. I don't know who that person is. Who is Kenny Kendall? I don't know who that is. Like, who is Debbie Powers? I don't know who that is. Like, there's all these people, right? And my mom just thought it was important to spread Christmas cheer. She also made Christmas cookies every year. I commented on a video from, I think it's Fat Lady Crochet is her name. I only see her on Facebook. I don't know where else she's at. I think her name is Fat Lady Crochet. She makes really cute amigurumis. And she posted, like, what's your favorite Christmas tradition? And I talked about the Christmas cookies, because my mom I'll get back to the Christmas cards in a minute, if I remember. My mom would make Christmas cookies every year, and I followed her tradition after she passed away, and I picked it up. I started making cookies even after me and Juju got diagnosed with our gluten allergy. I just altered the recipes so that I was making gluten-free cookies at that time. And last year was too hard. I didn't make cookies at all because newly diabetic, gluten allergy, what is the point of me putting all the work into cookies if I literally can't even have one? This year I'm making thumbprint cookies. I don't care. My mom's thumbprint cookies just make me happy, and I like sharing those. But that was just, my mom loved spreading Christmas cheer, and she did whatever she could to make Christmas a happy holiday for her kids and for the people she cared about, you know. And that's including working her fingers to the bone to make sure we had Christmas presents, and doing whatever she could to make sure we had a good Christmas dinner, even if she was broke for the next 6 months. Like, she made sure Christmas was a good holiday for us, because her birthday was December 19th, and she hated her birthday and she hated Christmas because they were even more poor than I was growing up. And my grandparents had 10 children, and there was times where my mom was homeless. There was a lot of times where there was no food for them to eat. My grandparents were also really bad alcoholics. And so my mom had a horrific childhood, and she did not want that for her kids. And while our childhood was not perfect, and as we became teenagers is when she developed a lot of her problems. Like, she made sure Christmas was special for us, and that, you know, I try to continue that on as much as I can, but I don't do like she does, and I will not make myself sick doing all of the extra things to make sure other people are happy, and then I'm sick in the process, which is something my mom never learned, you know. But since starting this YouTube channel, I have gotten Christmas cards every single year, and the year of the pandemic, I think, was the biggest Christmas. I have every Christmas card you have ever sent me. I have hundreds. It covered my entire, both of these French doors, and the front door, which is behind here, and the side windows along the side of the front. Last year was probably the fewest that I received for Happy Mail, but that's okay. Like, I still received about 80 Christmas cards last year, and that just makes me so happy, because Christmas cards and postcards are a lost art. They really are. We're so busy wrapped up in this modern world where, like, send an email, send a text message, and there's no personalization behind it. So I feel really, really blessed that not only do I receive Happy Mail, but I get cards, and I get letters, handwritten letters. And to me, when I was a little kid, I always wanted a pen pal. I really did. And I'm not any kind of pen pal because I don't respond. I don't write letters back, and I don't send mail back. And I know that makes me a bad friend. That it really does. But getting that, like, I even over here on the side of my desk, I have a whole pile of cards that were sent to me. Like, they're under stuff, but then on that corner of that desk, it's more Happy Mail. I keep them. I have boxes and boxes of my Happy Mail, my cards. So just know, if at any time you have sent me Happy Mail, I still have it. I still have it. And I pile them up until the pile gets too big, and then I go and put them in my box. And then my other box. And then my other box. I have boxes. So, with that being said, ooh, I made it in the garbage. I just wanted to share my Happy Mail with you guys. Share a little bit of love and joy and all that good stuff. I am sending huge, huge, huge prayers and hugs to Kayla over at Llama Mama Kayla. She's in the hospital, and she's having some pretty severe health issues. And she's scared. And I'm scared for her. Kayla has been a huge, huge inspiration to me. And she hates... I watched my mom go through the same thing Kayla's going through, because my mom had a long list of illnesses. My mom had lupus. She had fibromyalgia. My mom had chronic migraines. My mom had really bad back issues, kind of like the same crap that I have. She had really bad stomach issues, and I fully believe she also was allergic to gluten, but they never figured that out in her life. And I know that because I have had a lot of the same issues she's had. Juju has had a lot of the same issues she had, and I figured it out. Hey, we have gluten, and the doctors confirmed it. So I really think that she also had a gluten allergy. She just was always sick because she didn't know that it was gluten, or what. We didn't even know what gluten was back then, right? And I watched my mom struggle, and she read, and this is a Christian thing. If you don't read the Bible, it's cool. I'm not trying to push anything like that. She read the book of Job, and she said she really resonated with the book of Job because a lot of times she felt like Job. Like she had challenge after challenge her entire life. She had a really horrific childhood, and she was sick pretty much her entire adulthood, probably from malnutrition and bad genes and all kinds of reasons. And much like Kayla, my mom was an inspiration to a lot of people because she was sick all the time, and she would not let anyone know that she was sick. She just kept on fighting until she was so sick that she was in the hospital. Until she was so sick that she couldn't stand it anymore. And I've talked to Kayla, and Kayla has said on her channel quite a few times, like, she doesn't want to she doesn't like when people look up to her because of her struggles, because and my mom was the same way. Like, don't look up to me because of that. Like, I'm struggling. You have no idea how dark it gets in my head. I do. I know how dark it gets in your head. I know that when you have chronic pain, that sometimes you just wish it would all end so that you could finally be free of the pain. I understand that on a very deep level. And we don't talk about that out loud because nobody wants to talk about how dark our thoughts actually could get, right? And I'm sure that Kayla has those feelings. I'm sure she does. I've had them a lot this year. I just wanted to be over with. And I know that's what she's feeling. But I emailed Kayla today, and I kind of told her, like, you have no idea how many people you're impacting with your strength. And I know, because my mom was the same way, I don't want to be known for that. Like, I'm so much more than my pain. But at the same time, we're struggling too. And if someone else can make it through it and fight and survive it, we can too. And that's why it's important to talk about these things. It's important to encourage one another and say, I'm looking at you and I see your strength and I'm rooting for you and I admire your strength. And it's okay to not be okay. It is okay to hurt. It is okay to be scared. It is okay to be pissed off at your body, because why won't your body just cooperate? All of those are valid feelings. I understand it more than you possibly understand. But she's struggling. And I hate seeing my friend struggle. And I wish I could wave a magic wand and make her better. And I wish I could make her life easier, but I can't. So I'm asking if you pray for Kayla. If you don't pray, send her light and love, or light a candle, whatever you believe. I know that all of those things are valid. Also, I am challenging each and every one of you that's watching this video to go over and, just like we did with Ashley from Stitching It Easy a couple years ago, I want you to go love bomb Kayla. Her channel is Llama Mama Kayla. I will link her. Go love bomb her. Positive quotes, inspirational quotes, uplifting quotes, song lyrics. Just go tell her you got this. We're fighting for you. Fight back. You know, just keep going. Give her hope. Give her inspiration like she gives us. Every single one of you that's watching this video, go over there, please. Because she's scared. And when you're going through stuff like that, sometimes you feel incredibly alone. Even if your loved ones are surrounding you, you just feel alone because they don't possibly understand what that feels like. And it's very lonely. It's very lonely. And it's scary. And you live inside of such dark thoughts when you get that bad. And I just want to send her as much light and love as possible. So if you could do that for me, I would appreciate it. You don't have to say Cinnamon Stitches sent you. Just go send her love bomb her. Prayers, thoughts, and all my love to Kayla. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.